Requesting both the teams to kindly take the fielding positions and the batters be ready. Batters also requested to be ready. Dastagir Bhai is the captains of Indians capital. S4B brothers won the toss and opting to bat first. So we are talking about this particular game, the second game of the day. GCC and S4B brothers. In fact, Indians capitals and S4B brothers. GCC Fathoda versus S4B brothers. GCC Fathoda won it by a big margin of 46 runs. Now we are looking forward for Indians capital and S4B brothers. So it's S4B brothers need to win this. If they don't win, they are certainly going to go out. So it's a do or die situation here for S4B brothers. Requesting the batters please, without wasting time, batters please take the field fast. So all set here for the second game. It's Indian capital beginning the proceedings with the bowling. This is high. This is going to be a big catch. Very first ball. He never even touched it. It's not easy if you are not used to playing in leather ball cricket. Opportunity created of the very first ball. The batter trying to go with the hard hands and trying to go downtown. Got the leading edge. Intentions very clear to get runs on the board in the power play overs. But this is leather ball cricket, the original form of cricket. It's not tennis ball that you want to whack the ball around at the very first ball. You need to see at least a couple of balls on the bat. Try have a good feeding out there in the middle. Just move around a bit with those couple of singles here and there. And then you can go around targeting the bowlers. No ball. Maybe one of the fielders had been outside the 30-yard circle. That's why that no ball has been called. He's got good pace, but he cannot control the swing there on that particular delivery. So you can see he's bowling good outswingers. It's clearly seen on the screens. Rasim trying to run hard towards the crease and trying to bang the ball in the right areas and just unable to control. A wide call. 3 runs already on the board and not a single legal delivery has been bowled so far. That's much better. Bowling the right areas. What you require in leather ball cricket is consistency. You just need to bowl just around a good length area. Don't require to bowl with too much of pace. You just need little bit of movement. You don't require substantial movement in a format which is just 10 overs. So just concentrate on good areas and let the wicket do the rest. And that's it. That's what I mentioned. Trying to just go across the line and the ball pitched in line and it's straightened, hitting the top of the off stump. That's the end of the first wicket. Is the first one, nothing short in the end. And it's the first wicket down on 3. So in walks Tofil at number 3. A very good beginning here. You want your opening spell bowlers to pick up early wickets, especially in a 10 hours game. Every batter is trying to come and play a strong innings with a very good strike rate. That's what you hope for as a batting side. But you in leather ball cricket is not that easy because the ball is going to swing. There is a lot of more pace compared to what you see in tennis ball cricket, and that's why you need to spend little bit of time on the crease, especially on this original form of cricket. So far, what I've seen of the bowler is getting good outswingers, but he's unable to control it in the right areas. He's bowling on the wideish line and is going away from the right-hander. Still unsure of the field, and just because he's getting the outswingers, he's got mid-on to go back, and the point remains the same, whereas the deep mid-wicket comes inside. That's nicely bowled, well played, off the back foot into the extra covers region. Will get a single. The bowler trying to bowl with a good rhythm here. You already got a wicket, and that's actually a positive for the bowler. When you always get a wicket in the very first over in your spell, you're just getting 2 over spell in a 10 overs game. Full toss ball. That was missed here, trying to go across the line, and it's entirely missing altogether. So off the bat, maybe an inside edge there. Certainly that was an opportunity because all the fielders on the leg side are inside. So if you just merely time the ball and get it away from the fielder, a certain boundary is there for the taking. Lovely shot. This should be going for the boundary. There's no stopping. Once you get nice timing there, and if you get it away from the fielders, there's a boundary there for the taking. Well played and well placed. It's 10 without 10 for the loss of 1. We are into the first over. So it's the first boundary of the innings here for S4 brothers. Very nicely played there, allowing the ball to come onto the bat. Another one that's straight down the leg side, going straight to the fielder in the short fine. No chance of a single there. That marks the end of over number 1. It's 10 for the loss of 1. S4 brothers. So Tufail is playing batting on 5 with a boundary in his innings. Abdul is batting on 2 of 2 balls. And they got few runs of the extras. Bowler's name, please. So Naeem is trying to set his field in the second over. Naeem Sadekar. So man in the deep extra cover region for the drive. So his introduction of the spin in the very second over. Naeem Sadekar. That's nicely bowled here. And he played it down towards the backward square leg region. Gone with hard hands and gets the boundary. Nothing wrong with the ball, but there is no protection deep on the leg side. We are into the power play overs. So gets the second boundary for the innings. Here score moves on to 14. So pace we have seen in the first over, and immediately they have gone on with the spinner, realizing maybe we need to just cut down on the pace and just see what the spinner is in offer here on this surface. The ball is certainly new, and the ball is not going to spin a lot. You just need to bowl in the right areas, good spots. There's a wide ball. So first, having a look at the off spinner, Naeem Sadekar, who has a good action, pretty good action there. In the air, goes over in extra cover region. Well fielded, very well covered that part of the ground going towards the left-hand side. And that's why that man is more straightish in towards the extra cover rather than towards the point region, because he's trying to bowl full-length balls where the batters are will be going for the drives rather than the cuts. Another one that's swept away. No chance. It's raced on to the boundary. Second boundary of this over, both coming on the leg side. Well, the problem is not the boundary. Problem is fetching the ball from almost double the boundary area. $20 for the loss of 1. So 3 boundaries so far being hit by the batters. And that's good intent. That's what you want in the power play overs. Early on, your batters need to strike few boundaries, get this scoreboard moving along nicely. Just 10 overs game, you expect a score of more than 100 runs to be posted on the board. Another one. This is in the air. Straight to the fielder and it's taken it very nicely. He drives it very firmly but finds the only fielder placed deep on the offside. And a very good catch. The ball was traveling quickly to him. And he did make no mistake there. So that's the second wicket going down. The batter was looking nice. He played a good shot. But he has been taken very nicely in the deep. So 2 wickets down at the score of 20. Naeem coming all the way from Dubai and getting the wicket of the very first over. I think more credit must be given to him for setting the field perfectly. Because he know that he's going to bowl a fuller length ball rather than short. And that's what prompts the batter to go for the drive. The batter did go for the drive, but the fielder was placed so nicely there in the deep extra cover region. It just went straight in the hands. And that's a sign of a good bowler who knows what he is going to do. He certainly has a plan in mind and is trying to execute there. Naim Sadekar has conceded 2 boundaries, but he has picked up an important wicket, 20 for 2. S4B brothers. Full toss ball. That should have been taken to hold, but the batter is quite new onto the crease. Such a loosener that was given away. Saipa coming at number 4, a crucial position in leather ball cricket. When you talk about number 4 position, has been taken in the world cricket by many of the key players. Oh, that's lovely shot. Flat, and I think it's 6 runs. It hit the rope there. Superb shot, full swing of the bat, and a great result. Wide, long off region, and no half measures here from the batter. It was in the arc and hits downtown. The first 6 of this particular match, and that marks the end of over number 2, is 26 for 2. (26 for 2). 2 overs have been completed, and Asim back to bowl the 3rd over. So we are done with the first mandatory 2 overs of power play. The next one should be taken before 8 overs as the batting power play. But Asim continues. He knocked one more over. He's bowling in the perfect areas. He's getting gentle outswingers. The batters not in the best of the position, not technically too sound. They are just swaying across the line. But the bowler is hitting the perfect mark. Another one where the ball has rattled the off stump there. His 3rd wicket down. Asim getting the 2nd one. 26 for 3. That's a good bowling change. Azim bowled a pretty good first over. He was looking confident with his outswingers, but unable to control for 3 or 4 balls. But I think if you can pitch the ball in these particular areas, it's going to be very, very handy and difficult for the batters to get away for runs. He's bowling on a tight line, back off length areas. Although 26 runs have been scored, but important for Indians capital is they picked up 3 top order wickets. That always plays in the mind of entire team, the squad, and this makes the batter to just bog down and play around, nudge around for singles and doubles for this particular time. So it's very important here to see the intent here from the batters, whether they are still going after the bowling or just try to build up a partnership here. 26 for 3. Afzal comes in at number 5. Back off length punched into the offside space, gets a single. This is good length. This is hard length. This is not too short, not too full. And the batter is also new. Another no ball has been called. I think just the 3 fielders were inside. Just the 3 fielders were inside. So no ball has been called as there was a man outside the 20-yard circle, the 30-yard circle. So umpire very much alert there on that particular occasion. So he got to bowl it again. Right in the block hole, driven down the ground. Saipa. And that's what they got to do. It's not that you will get a boundary hitting balls almost every time. You just, when the ball is there in your arc, you just push it around for singles and doubles. Nicely bowled. Well stopped off his own follow through. He's bowling good length. Has got a good strong run up towards the crease, and if he can consistently bowl in that areas, he can be a plenty on any surface. This surface doesn't have too much of grass. It's tailor-made for batting. It's just that you require strong technique and good foot movement. Sliced away towards that point and third man area and gets towards the boundary. Just stepping out, giving himself room, and the bowler bowled a full length delivery, almost like a Yorker length region, but the batter was good enough to put bat onto it and slicing away for his first boundary. 33 for 3 after that boundary. We are into the third over. You can see that room was given by the batter on the leg side, creating the space for himself. That's what T10 all about. You just got to be very active and agile on the crease, even for the batters with their movement. Feet movement, very important. Excellent delivery, excellent delivery. It was a slower leg cutter delivery that pitched and just moved away a bit, just over the top of the stumps. You can see he's giving so much of room for himself on the leg side, and that's what I think has been seen by the bowler. So he's trying to just fire it on the wickets. If the batter misses, opportunity to get one more. This one was more fuller towards the body. Gets a single down the ground. Marks the end of over number 3. It's 34 for 3 after 3. .35 for 3, and Hamad comes in to bowl. The next one, he picked up pretty good wickets in the last game. Picked up 3, and that will really boost his confidence. And he must have realized that I considered too many extras, and that is one aspect that he wants to control and stop. Because if you talk about T10 or T20, you should bowl just 6 deliveries, and you should not consider too many extras. And that is one aspect that all the bowlers need to try and stop, giving those freebies to the batting side. 36 for 3 in the fourth over so far. There's hitting the toe, I feel. The batter almost every time trying to just create room for himself on the leg. This should have been a wide down the leg side, but it hits his leg there. This time nicely driven just away from the fielder. Well fielded by Dastigir Bhai. It was traveling quickly away from him and just put his legs there, stopping the ball going away from the boundary. Very good angle that he cut off. This two score moves on to 38. Afan, almost a lookalike of Ahmed there from behind and also from the action. Another one that was tried. Big hit was tried inside edge. Just going to get a single. Black flip. That's not good here. Anyhow, the batter was getting a single there. They are conceding extra runs. 2 runs to the batter. Will take the strike back. But the batter is at the moment, Afzal is trying to just hit too hard. And he is giving the intention to the batter much early into his run-up. That's what made the bowler to change his length and line. In the air, opportunity. Dastigir by, and he drops it. Just drops it. He reached towards the ball, and then not in the best of the positions. So a boundary that has been given here. What could have been a catch? So that marks the end of over number 4, and it's 44 for the loss of 3 after 4. Please make it fast. The over rate needs to be good here. You need to finish the overs within almost 45 minutes, 45 to 50 minutes for each innings. So you need to also improve upon the over rate here if we need to play more matches. That's in the air. That's another chance coming the way. And that's well taken, very well taken. He judged it to perfection. The ball was traveling and also swinging in the air, and he has passed onto it safely. So that's good wicket here for Naeem Sadekar. Brought back into the action, off spinner. The batter trying to go over the top, over the long off region, has been taken in the deep. So that's another wicket goes down. The partnership that was looking good here has been broken. 44 for 4 in the 5th over. Although you can see the current run rate is pretty good, moving at around 11 runs per over, but they have lost 4 wickets. Wickets have been taken at regular intervals by the bowlers, and they have not allowed a partnership to blossom. Yes, there's seen some impact innings. So Yasin comes in. Afzal is batting well on 15 of just 10 with a good strike rate of 150. Naeem Sadekar was a little expensive on the higher side. 16 runs have been scored. 2 wickets, 2 crucial wickets have been taken by him. Nicely bowled. Perfect length. This is, I think, the best length that he has bowled so far. Not too full, not too short. And he can create more chances for himself and his team. He can bowl consistently in these areas as an off spinner. This was a touch quicker there. A slight width was given. Put it away on the offside. 2 singles taken so far. Afzal and Yasin. Yasin is just new onto the crease. So he just will see at least maybe a couple of balls. Surface is definitely good for batting. There's a clear-cut good bounce. Yeah, 1 odd ball might keep low. A lot of cricket has been played on this ground as far as tennis ball cricket is concerned. Few of the school matches as well as some of the GCA matches have been played in the air. But short out of the fielder and lapse in the concentration. Clumsy effort there from the fielder. Should have been much better. Well, that demoralizes sometimes the bowler. He has done perfectly there, placing you in the right position and coming too relaxed, I feel. They should have been more alert. Cannot afford to concede easy runs like that to the batters. Lovely off spin. You can see the ball is turning now. The ball is getting a little bit older and is turning inside. So you need to have a very good swift movement of your legs. If you are not having that, then you might be in trouble there. So good bowling, the good over here from Naeem Sadekar. Marks the end of over number 5. 51 for 4 S4B brothers. So we're done with 5 overs. The next 5 overs from the other end. So in comes Mushtaq Ahmed, the owner of Indian's capital team. And I think I'm having a first look at the action here from Mushtaq Bhai. So let's see. Azimo Shan Shensha for me every time. Big-hearted man. Always for the cause of cricket. And power play has been chosen. So now let's see where the fielders are being placed. So only the 2 fielders to be kept outside. So let's see where he's going to place the fielders. Not an easy over if you are not professional bowling the power plays. Power plays, you got to be very much in the right areas, and you got to see and track the movement of the batters. If you can be successful on that occasion, then I think you can be pretty handy. So let's see how Mushtaq Bhai goes in this power play over. Gentle run up to the crease. Well placed, very well played here. Very wristy work, strong wrist, and played it toward the square leg region. And guess who was the boundary? Excellent batting. How well he has played that. And it was very much close to the body and just whipping it away towards the backward square leg region. Excellent. Good handwork here from the batter, Yasin. So you can see, you should always see where the gaps are. In the air, slides towards the point covers region. Gets away with the single, slightly upish, but he has placed it nicely. You can see the ball is coming so easily onto the bat where the batters are playing their shots. The bounce is not too low. Apart from 1 or 2 occasions, you have seen a true bounce here. It's coming up more towards the knee or just above the knee roll. That's an indication that it's a very good batting wicket. Whacked. Absolutely whacked there towards the wide long on region. It was a full toss and full toll has been given. It's boundary for the batter. Well, not consistent with his length. The first one was slightly shorter from Mushtaq Bhai. The second one was slight width was given where it sliced away, and the third one is a full toss one. And it's very difficult for the skipper also to keep the field here if you are bowling either too short or either too full. Leather ball cricket, you don't require too much of pace. Just need to focus on wide outside the line of off stumps and back of length. That is the length that always plays in the mind of the batters. Looking for the drivable length, drives it firmly down the ground, might get a boundary. Raced on to 4 runs. How well he timed it. Very strong and got it away from the long off region fielder. Back-to-back boundaries here for the batter. So they are taking a lot of runs here in the power play overs. Pressure right back on Indians capital. They need to do something here. The partnership is flowing and flowing very, very quickly. That's the dangerous sign here for Indians capital as the batters are looking good, building a good partnership. And all the boundaries have come in the different regions. So that's a lot of worry sign here for Mushtaq Ahmed and also for the captain Dastagir Bhai. One in the backward square leg region, one at a wide long one straight down the ground. 3 boundaries so far scored. That also shows what length the bowler is trying to do. Once again, downtown. Well fielded by Fan. Send it back to the bowler. Single taken. Very, very good runs have been scored in this over. They've made every ball count. That's what you want to do in power play over. Make every ball count. I think it's clipped off the pads there. Well, good effort by the fielder in the short fine leg region. Yeah, leg by signal by the umpire that is going to finish that over number 6. Expensive over here, almost 15 runs coming off that over. 6 overs gone is 66 for 4. So in comes the keeper of the side, India's capital, Dastagir Bhai. Team needs a very good spell. At this stage, you can see the team of S4B brothers are going at 11 runs per over. If they go by this rate, they are going to get towards 110. But having seen the last 6 wickets left in hand and just 4 overs left, you expect them to just accelerate a bit, even get more momentum and have a great finish. If they're successful in doing that, they might get a score in excess of 120, 125, which I don't think is going to be an easy total to chase on. And I feel the way these batters are batting, Afzal is batting on 25 or 14. Yasin has also got himself going with a couple of boundaries, batting on 11 of 7. So we are ready for the next over, over number 7. We need to improve upon also on the over rate here in this particular game. We need to finish on time. 3-man kept deep on the leg side. That's good length. Pretty good length and decent enough pace here from Dastagir Bhai. Bowling with the gentle run-up. And he certainly knows a thing or two that I have to just focus myself in the good areas. A dot ball here to begin his stint as a bowler. And that kept low. But still, I think that length is very important. One odd balls definitely are going to keep low. But that length, which the both deliveries that he has pitched in the perfect areas. And the batter is not even moved on the front or also on the back. That is an indication that the bowler has started well. Lovely in the air. Oh, that went for 6 runs. Can you believe? What a shot this is. An absolutely outrageous shot over the extra cover region. You don't see such shots many times and many often. This is truly marvelous. I just loved it to the core. He hardly tried to hit it too hard. Nothing wrong with the ball. It just still went up with the flow of the bat. Just carved into the offside and carved for 6 runs. Truly marvelous. Yasin getting into the touch there. Another one that should go for 4 runs. Played in the extra covers region. What a shot this one. The bowler tried to bowl from round the wicket with the angle. The batter just trying to give himself space and whacking the ball over the covers for a boundary. 10 runs coming off the last 2 balls. .76 for 4. 2 ball remain of this over. Great hitting from Yasin. This one was touch fuller here, not back of length. Angling the ball away from around the wicket to the right-hander. And I think whenever any batter tries to play short like that and become successful, that 6, I think is rattles the bowler. He thinks what and where I have to bowl next. Lovely over in the end. Good finish here. Apart from that 6 and the boundary, he has changed his length there. trying to bowl a fuller length and has been successful. So 10 runs coming off that. End of over number 7 is 76 for 4. $76 for 4 after 7. Last 3 overs remain. And I think that should be wide, yeah. Is Junaid has commenced his first over from the far end, from the stadium end, and started off with a wide. Moves the score to 77. That was also wide, back-to-back wides here. They need to stop this. And this happens when you are not used to play in leather ball cricket. If you are just more focused in the tennis ball cricket, you will not get that particular ball able to control in the right areas. And that's no shot of that's finger has been raised. Finger has been raised because the ball had pitched in line, it's straight, and once you are not offering any shot, it's an easy signal for the umpire to raise the finger. Plumb in front of the wicket there. He thought that the ball was drifting down the leg side and no shot offered there. And that's another wicket gone down. Half the side back to the pavilion is 78 for 5, and Junaid gets a wicket here. Five wickets down. Junaid gets a wicket in his very first over. The mistake there from the batter, not offering the shot there. And especially in a 10 overs game, you should never try to play a shot which is not attempted. You should always attempt the shot. And just 17 balls left. So you need to play more shots. You need to try and get as many runs as possible. You expect shots to be played. And that is the mistake that was made by the batter by not offering the shot. Easy decision for the umpire. Lost a wicket. But Yasin there. Wonderful swing of the bat that Yasin has. But we have got a new batter there, Muazzam. That's what you want. You want to bowl against the new batter more deliveries, because he's at number 7. So he doesn't have that much of time to spend on the crease. And Junaid should see that I just bowl few dot balls here. That is not only putting pressure on the batter, but also at the non-striker. And that should be avoided. That should be avoided. Third wide of this over. You see, there is not a single run of the bat has been scored from Junaid's over so far. He has got a wicket as well. But he should curtail these extras, which is taking the scoreboard moving along now to 79. And that's more like it. That's good delivery. Just pitching in right areas. The batter just nudging the ball on the offside towards the backward point and gets a single. And now it will be more action, because if you see Yasin, is not having the best of the fit movement, but you don't require as well. If you have wonderful swing of the bat and you have got good hands, you can just time the ball and whack the ball in the open spaces or the vacant spaces. We have seen Virendra Sehwag as well. He was almost told that he doesn't have the best of the technique in world cricket, but he's the only one to have two triple centuries in Test match cricket for India without having that great fit movement. So what requires is runs on the board. What requires is you need to keep scoring. It's not about a feet movement. He had the best of the hand and eye coordination we have witnessed in the world cricket. Wonderful outswinger here from Junaid. Yeah, he's getting gentle outswingers. You can see no feet movement there from Yasin. He's struggling with the fuller line. He has played well off the back of the length deliveries where most of the batters struggle. That's another one. That's fourth wide of this over. 3 on the off and this one on the leg side. Score moves on to 81. This not only also increasing the runs, but also that is delaying their overall over rate as well. That's played it fine, but doesn't get too much part of the bat. Played fine to Dastigir Bhai and gets a single. Good over here. Apart from those 4 extras, if you see any runs, just 2 runs have been taken off the bat by both the batters. And that is one area that I think all the bowlers here, all the performers need to try and focus on. And that's a good finish. That's a good finish. Just the 6 runs coming off this over. A wicket as well for Junaid and marks the end of over number 8. The score is 82 for 5. It's a good over from Junaid, who is back with leather ball cricket after 30 long years. It's a long spell for anyone to play cricket, but I think it's bowled well. If you concede just 6 runs in the 8th over, I think he'll be satisfied and content with his performance. I think he will just realize that I should be maybe curtailed at a few extras. I could be even better. That is what every bowler thinks about. Try and bowl just 6 deliveries. Whenever you get an opportunity to bowl the overs, just finish off with 6 balls, not anything more than that. And that's good bowling. So where as an effort there, played in the deep, started off really well and a run out. What a good throw, straight in the gloves of the keeper. There was never second in it, never run off a misfield, says your coaches. He did that on the occasion and pays the prize. Yasin, who was looking good, has perished. Muazzam is batting on 1 and we are into the 9th over. So Walad comes in and is totally missed that full toss ball, just trying to walk across the line, wide call. Not the best of the deliveries here from the bowler. It deserved more runs than what it has got so far. Totally missed it altogether. A lovely bowling, good flight there, beautifully flighted, and just missed the line altogether, trying to play across the line. And the ball also dipped at the last moment. It's a very good action as well from Manhaj Sheikh. It's not easy to bowl the leg spinners because you got to bowl it from the wrist and very difficult to control. And he knocked him over. Superb delivery, just trying to walk across and opening all the three stumps here for the bowler to hit, and he has done it perfectly. A good dismissal here for Manhaj Sheikh, getting his first wicket. 7 wickets down at 84. Seven wickets down at 84. That's lovely bowling. I think he's very skillful player, and he deserved at least 2 overs. The way he's bowling and pitching the ball in the right areas from the wrist, it's always difficult to control. And I don't think many of the batters know how to bat a leg spinner. Manhaj is very impressive. Certainly impressed with the length and with the rip that he's getting. Good purchase. Spinners are also always effective on any deck. Impressive over here from Manhaj. Just gives away 2 runs and finishes excellently. 9 overs have been bowled here. 84 for the loss of 7. And we have got the youngest fielder on the field, Ruiz. So congratulations, Ruiz, here for taking the field. Please give a big round of applause to Ruiz, the future star of Goa. And I see, because whenever you see these kids, they have the passion. They want to come on the ground. And whenever you see someone early, I think you always feel that I also need to bat, I also need to bowl. And that attracts them towards the game. That is why what you require, these young kids need to come on the ground rather than sitting at home and watching the mobiles and the television. Let them spend some time in the sun and spend some time on the field. That's going to get them attracted to the different games. There's once again another shot not offered. Yeah, umpire saying height was the concern there. The shot was not offered. That's very, very risky. So the one that's is cramping the batter for room. It's not easy to play it across the line if you are pitching in the right areas. Good beginning here once again for the second over from Junaid Harun. .85 for 7. Just 4 balls left in this innings. And this was drifted down. He wanted to once again bowl a fuller length that fired on the almost the body line of the batter. Just drifted away. Apart from the wides, I think he has bowled so well, Junaid Harun. Just need to finish well. Just 4 balls left here. It looked as if they were reaching towards 110, but I think Indian's capital has pegged the way back in this game after taking up regular wickets and bowling good overs. Especially if you see Junaid. When Junaid had commenced his spell, they were going at around 11 runs per over. So he has just conceded 7 runs in almost the 1.2 or 3 overs that he has bowled. And also the leggy that bowled and conceded just 2 runs. So they got the things back in control. See another one. Yeah, he is all disappointed and all frustrated after conceding a few wides there. He knows that I'm bowling well, just that I am unable to control in the good length areas. Just need to calm down a little bit. Maybe a little bit too anxious here, trying to finish his overs. Then played across the line. There's a protection down there. They will be looking for a couple of runs. Good throw coming in from the deep. A couple of runs taken. We expect at this of time the batters will be taking some risk. Risk for singles and doubles. Was it a leg wide? Chance of a run out. He still went for the direct hit. And that's another overthrow. So 91 for 7. The S4B brothers must have thought about 100 past. They lost the plot when they lost quick wickets. Especially that run out that was uncalled when Yasin was looking good. Run out on the cards and it's run out. So that's the last ball of this entire innings. I think Indians capital will be really proud of their performance in the field. The S4B brothers were going at around 11 runs per over after completion of 6 overs. But from that point onwards, they considered somewhere around less than 6 runs in the last 4 overs that got Indians capital back in the game. They kept on picking wickets, bowl in the right areas, and also the fielding was decent. Apart from the extras, that was the only aspect that could have been curtailed by the bowlers. But very impressive and a great fight back by Indians capital against S4B brothers. And now we'll see the run chase in just a short while. '91, '92 is the target. Please take your coupons for the lunch. Please take your coupons from the organizers for the lunch. So batters, please make it fast, and also the fielders. We are all set here for the run chase of 92 runs. So let's have a look at the field here for the defense of 91 runs from S4B brothers. They got a man in the deep cow corner region, one in the deep third man region, 4 fielders inside on the off, 3 fielders inside on the leg side in the short fine, short square leg, and mid on. This is the field here for the bowler. So Saipa Shingeti beginning the proceedings here as a medium pace bowler. Mizan and Usman, the opening pair. So it's going to be Usman who will be on strike. He's a fabulous player and a great opener. I've seen him playing in tennis ball cricket, and he plays some leather ball shots in tennis ball cricket. That's an indication that he has a love and passion towards this leather ball game, the original form of the game. Yeah, we are all set already here for the run chase of the second game. So required run rate of 9.2. Saipa begins. I just went up for the drive there, and you can see gentle outswing. Just not a half volley, just slightly in front of the batter. He still went for the drive, missed it, went in the hands of the keeper. So starts off with the dot ball, Saipa. Another one. It's almost pitching in that area, but this time slightly wide, and that's called by the umpire. He's getting a good shape here in the first 2 balls. You can see the batter thinks that the ball is coming in. The last moment is going touch away. This was slightly wider. He's not bowling outright fast. He's just bowling well within himself and trying to focus with his swing. Squared him up there on that occasion, and getting, I think it's off the bat. Certainly has squared him up there. It's pitched in somewhere around the leg stump and then straightened. Just got the bat on time. Trying to play across the line against the swinging ball, not always a good idea. He's got a protection in the deep if the batter goes for the flick shot. So good beginning here, a good start from Saipa. Lovely bowling, superb. Absolutely the perfect spot that you want your opening spell bowler to start. They have not posted a huge total. They were looking good for 110, but they have been stopped by good bowling at the fag end of the innings for just 91 runs. So Saipa and his team, S4B brothers, did a good start in the bowling department, and he has certainly done that so far in the first 3 balls. Lovely. This is absolutely beautiful. He feels as if the ball is coming almost like a half volley, but the ball is just falling in front, almost 4 meters away, and he's going away from the right-hander. Usman certainly understands that bowler has started really well. That's a difficult channel for any batter, especially an opener. Superb start from Saipa. It's great release. That's great release here. Well, there's nothing at all that is connecting the bat. Usman is saying, I'm trying all hard here to get bat onto ball, but the bowling has been really top class. It's not bowling too fast, but it's all about bowling and pitching in the spots. That's what I always say in the first innings as well. If you can focus on the good areas, on the spots, then you can trouble any of the good batters. Just 1 run on the board. What an excellent first over from Saipa. Oh, absolute quality over. Quality over here from Saipa. Just loved this entire over apart from that wide. Just 1 run of the first over. The batter absolutely danced to the tune of the bowler there in the first over. You can't blame the batter, but the bowling was really a spot bowling, precise bowling, getting gentle outswing. And ball, first it looked as if it was pitching and coming back in, but it goes away. Good, great beginning here from Saipa. Just the 1 run coming off the first over that also pushes the asking run rate a little bit up. Sliced over the top. That's nice. Never intended to keep it down. Slightly back off length, and he went hard after that ball. Gets a boundary towards the third man region. Not where it was intended, but certainly the intention was right. So this is the second over of power play. The first over gone in favor of the S4B brothers. Just the 1 run has been taken. So now Mizan also understands the role that I have to get few runs here in the second over of power play. Mizan coming there as an impact player, coming straight as an opener and looking to whack the ball. This was poor bowling down the leg side. Should get another one. Well, you should have seen how Saipa had bowled. You don't have to bowl too fast. You don't have to bowl too express. You just have to focus on length. And that experience of Saipa, I think, needs to be transferred on the young shoulders of Afzal, who is trying too hard, I feel, here. 7 runs on the board. That's solid shot. What a pickup shot on the leg side. That's gone long. 6 runs all the way. Finally, Usman getting a hang of it right in the middle and right out of the screws. Well, he's playing to the strength of the batter. The bowler is bowling from round the wicket. That's curtailing his ability to get an LBW. The batter just can swing the ball across the line, and these are easy pickings for someone like Usman, who is very strong. Now he's bowling from over the wicket. From bowling around the wicket, you got to be very precise. You got to pitch somewhere around the off stump or the middle stump, and the ball should go away from the right-hander, and it should be consistent. Lovely bowling, well timed. Straight to the fielder, but always clear in the thought that I'm going to push for a single. The batter always know how well or how hard he has hit the ball to go towards the fielder. And that is what Usman knew, and that's why he has taken a single down there. See, all I think entire that first over, the recovery has been done in the second over from the batters. They just got 1 run, but so far they've got 13 runs of the 3 balls from Afzal. A boundary and a 6 in that. So well bowled. This is much better. This is the length that you need to be bowling. I don't know whether he's getting too much of swing there, but certainly Saipa, when he was bowling, is just pitching in the perfect area, just like this length that he bowled. But Afzal is not getting the same shape that Saipa was getting. Full toss ball over the top and gets the boundary. Just got enough part of the bat. Intentions are very loud and clear here from Mizan. He looks to score as more as possible in the power play overs. Expensive over here, the second one. So the hard work done by Saipa has been negated. Afzal trying to still not got the length, the right length. Bowling down the leg side, bowling full toss ball. And when the fielders are inside, the batter has already come with the intent of hitting in the aerial way. Another one off the back foot. But there is a man down there placed in the deep, so he will cut it off to a single. That's good, strong batting here from Mizan. He's got a couple of boundaries in that over. Marks the end of over number 2 is 19 without loss. Indians capital. So Saipa back into action, bowling the second over on a trot here. Just the 2 overs for the bowler, and he knows we have not posted a huge total. So need wickets. And he looked good for picking up wickets there. The batter missed everything on the first 6 balls. We got a Suzuki key. Suzuki car key. I don't know which car it is, but Suzuki car key is with me here in the commentary box. If anyone has lost it, you can kindly come and collect. Suzuki. Saipa. Lovely bowling. And looking to pitch the ball in the right area. As you can see, Mizan is trying to get ready with his swing. But once you are pitching in this particular spot, so it becomes very difficult for any of the batter. Now he has got a lot of cushion in the deep compared to what he had in the first over. We are done with the end of the mandatory 2 overs of power play. Punching the ball down the ground. Good piece of timing. Gets a single there. A very difficult length for the batters to swing it away. Mizan has moved into the double digits, playing on 10 of 6 balls. Oh, lovely swing of the bat. What a shot. Just paused for a while, just waited a bit. This was touch fuller and just swung away nicely. This is a class shot here from Usman. What a strong flick there. And I think he will be ready to go for this battle. He certainly was beaten up on almost 6 occasions in the first over by Saipa, but he's getting ready for the second battle against the same bowler, taking going for a boundary here this time against the bowler who has troubled him in the first one. That will build a little bit of confidence on Usman. Both the shots that he has scored, one towards the fine leg region, one towards that square leg mid-wicket region, that has prompted the fielders to go back deep. And that once again is saying, you hit me on the leg side. Once again, I will make you dance on my outswingers. It's really top class battle is. I'm just enjoying from the com box. So once again now trying to get back into his technique and get back into his comfort. Usman, he knows that Saipa is an excellent bowler. It's not easy to beat the bat almost 6 or 7 occasions. This time he just waited and sliced the ball. He was very watchful and appreciating. That smile also shows appreciation for the bowling, the top class bowling from the bowler. 25. A play and a miss this time here from the batter, missed by the keeper as well. Gets a single and by Cities. Once again, another good over here. Apart from that boundary, I think it's an excellent spell from Saipa. He finishes up strongly with his 2 overs, 26 without loss after 3. 3 overs, 26 without loss. Without loss in 3 overs. And in comes to fail. So very good match. The asking run rate is still around 9.5, which all was almost at the beginning. 66 runs needed in 42 balls. The positive for Indian's capital is all 10 wickets in hand. Openers have seen the burst of Saipa, who was brilliant with his first 2 overs. This is in the air, didn't time it that well. Just not middling the ball. But certainly I love the way he has come out with the intent there. Just try to get a good start here for the team. Not trying to play too many dot balls. If the ball is in arc, he's trying to go hard. That's what you want from an opener. Full toss to wait for the signal. The ball has definitely just come down. The dive down on the batter gets a single into the covers region. Saipa is giving all the inputs there from the long off region. 2 singles of the first 2 balls. Tufail has come on to bowl. Gentle bowling here. Not bowling as an off spinner or the leg spinner. He's trying to bowl and pitch the ball in the right areas just with his gentle off spinners. And picked away on the leg side. Man in the deep. Will cut it off. No. He's overrun the ball. He's come very hard towards the ball and missed it altogether. It was timed really well here from the batter Mizan, but that should have been taken, but gets the boundary to the batter. You have not posted a huge total. This is helping the cause of the batters, helping the cause of the Indians' capital there. Another shot, this time back down, straight to the fielder, 1 bounce. This time he does good job. Ground fielding has been good, but I think the catching should have can be improved upon. Requires a little bit more match practice. Playing more matches on the ground certainly improve upon the match fielding. 33 without loss. 59 more runs needed in 38 balls. Was there a chance of a single? Mizan negating that call. He was coming at the danger's end. So far 7 runs have been taken. So anything somewhere around less than 8 runs per over is a good over for the bowling side. Anything above excess of 9 or 10 is a good over for the batting side. And there's a dot ball. That was pushed in. That was a quicker ball. Usman was late to play that. Collected very nicely by the keeper. Marks the end of over number 4. Is 33 without loss, Indians capital. So the asking run rate has moved touch slightly upwards. 9.83 runs is the asking run rate. Current run rate is 8.25. And another 59 runs needed of the last 36 balls. Good match on our hands. हांगा एक मारुती सुझुकीची गाडयेची चावी मेळिल्ली आसा. Maruti Suzuki, I don't know which car, but certainly it's with me in the commentary box. So if any owner is hearing me, you can come and collect the keys. 59 runs needed in 36 balls. Power play over. I think it's the signal of power play over that has been taken by Mizan. They realize that asking run rate is slightly high, so they need one big over here. And they are going to take on Rashad here. So not a bad ploy, because both the openers have spent some time. Mizan is betting on 16, Usman is betting on 13, and they realize that we have to get this asking run rate a little bit down to make it convenient for themselves as well as the other batters who are going to come in next. So 2 men on the leg side, 1 at the long off region, 3 men in the deep. Rest all fielders inside. Oh, that's loose. You can't bowl there. You can't bowl there. This 5 wides. That is helping Indians' capital scores here. This is a gift here at the beginning of his spell. Rashad has considered 5 extra. This is almost like paying the advance payment to the contractor before even commencing the work. This is a big, big blunder. Things were going so good up till this point of time, but I think this is playing in the hands of the chasing team. 38, they race on to. Now the asking run rate will come down because they have got 5 easy runs. Rashad has to focus back. That's played down the leg side. Might be getting at least single or looking for a couple of runs there. He has played it off the hips. And yeah, leg by signal. So 2 runs added. Still bowling up slightly more towards the leg side there. He should be focusing on the offside mode or maybe a straightish line where he creates an opportunity if the batter misses. That's good bowling. That's better line and length. More straighter, targeting the stumps. So if you play across the line, if the batter misses, then there's an opportunity of picking the wickets instead of focusing on the leg stump line. 40 without loss. Asking run rate has come down to somewhere around 9.1. Yes, trying with hard hands, played down towards the square leg region. Just going to get a single. Well, not the best of the running there. They need to put pressure on the fielders in the deep. Should not keep on watching the ball. You just need to keep watching the partner and the partner's call. Seven runs of this over so far. 8 runs, beg your pardon. And that's it in the air. 1 bounce to the fielder. Could not find the gap. Well, very well run in the end. He was struggling there to get towards the non-striker's hand. I think that should have been clipped for more runs. It was too slow. He had the time. Just found the fielder in the deep. So 9 runs coming off this over so far. 50 more to get in the remaining 32 balls. Right in the slot, just losing the head and balance there, and gets the single, hitting the bottom of the bat. I think he's looking for a new willow there. Mizan, 43. So 10 runs coming off this over so far. In spite of a wide, I think he has still bowled a decent over. Over the top, this might go downtown. Saipa is giving the chase, but the ball is going to land safely. Beats the fielder at the long off region, and it's the boundary. 4 runs will finish the over on a very good note here for Indians Capital. 5 overs have been done, and the score is 47 without loss. So now a little bit of drinks break here. Just 45 needed in the 30 balls. Things are much better in control after that power play over that went in favor of Indians Capital. They got 5 wides, and then they got a boundary of the last ball straight over the top at the long off region. 47 without loss in 5 overs. 45 needed in 30 balls. No, both the opening batters, the opening pair is still in the middle. That's a good sign here for Indian Capitals to chase this 92. But a lot of hard work done by the organizers in getting this one-day tournament. Leather ball cricket is never easy to organize. Got to get everything in shape, get the people, get the players ready. Tennis ball cricket here. Also, it's not easy, but there are so many more things that come in leather ball cricket. You also got to see the wickets. You got to make the accessories, the different bats, and the helmets as well as the pads and everything. You got to be making ready. Umpires have to be also professionals because LBW comes into effect. So I think Pramod Mandrekar and Amir Kunji also has done a lot of hard work. I saw them yesterday and day before toiling hard to get the perfect management needed. GCC always looks for perfection. This is Bademia Friends Trophy Cricket Tournament 2.0. Indians capital and for S4B brothers, Shingeti 4B brothers and GCC, 3 teams participating in this leather ball cricket event for a day. Just dipped on the batter. Well, now you expect the batters to just go after every ball. They have got a start. They are closing in towards almost a half-century partnership. Usman looking good now with a good strike rate maintained by both the batters, more than 100. And they are certainly going to push for more things and push for more runs. Straight over the top, timed it really well. Fielder is giving the chase, but the ball wins the race. Very good hit here, hard hit here from Usman. No chance for the fielder, beats him and gets the boundary. That's the 50 partnership up here between Mizan and Usman. Excellent from them. They struggle against Saipa, especially Usman, but I think he spent time. He waited for his opportunities. That is what you want in leather ball cricket. Sometimes the bowler can be on top of the game, so you give him respect. You understand that the bowler was bowling well, but then now, once that phase has gone off, they are winning this phase. The second phase, certainly both these opponents are winning. Played off the back foot. Gets a single after the boundary. So 6 runs of the first 3 balls. That's a good start from the batters. 39 runs needed in 27 balls. It's getting much better and much easy now. The asking run rate has gone down quite a bit. Missed it altogether. There's slightly more quicker delivery, more pace there from Tufail. Another one that's been missed, but that's wide called by the umpire. Too much of room, and that earlier dot ball has been negated by bowling a wide. And swept away, but to the man in the deep. So another single. So they got good runs of this over. They got a boundary and they made every ball count. They got a dot ball. They played a dot ball, but they got a wide of the next one. 55 without loss. Asking run rate has dipped down below 9 runs per over now. Straight over the top. Man down in the deep, but it will be landing safely. And it is 1 bounce for. Very well picked on the leg side. And this great bit of timing. Yeah, it's 6 runs, I think. Yeah. So it's 6 all the way. That's even better. That's beautiful timing. That is going to be the end of over number 6. Is 61 without loss. 31 needed in the last 24 balls. And this strong opening pair is doing it very easily. Asking run rate is just less than 8 runs per over now, which was somewhere around 9.2 at the beginning. Once you have a strong foundation laid and both these opening batters are still intact, that is certainly at this stage you feel the winning percentage for Indians capital is more. 61 without loss, 6 overs, 31 needed in 24 balls. Mizan on strike. That's inside out over the backward point region, just inside the boundary, and swung away really well. Good hands here from Mizan. Gets the boundary of the very first ball, 65 without loss. Oh, yeah. 65. And they are getting better and better with their timing. The bowler is giving touch width here, and already both the batters are well set. So they are anyhow trying to go and flash hard to try and get runs. Mizan is batting beautifully on 24. Usman has just gone the race past him to 29 of 19. Abdullah. That's good ball. That's good effort there. Because that was back off length, they just climbed, and he wanted to stand and dispatch the ball and missed it altogether. They need to try and get a wicket here. They need to have a wicket-taking bowler. And that's slashed hard. Once again to the man in the deep. Will cut it off to a single. Well, there are no steps being taken here by this keeper just to maybe change the pace of the game. Might get a spinner here. They are just all bowling in the same pace, all medium paces. So hardly any change in pace there seen. Should be looking for a wide, but I think the batter has just walked across a little bit, shuffled across, not too much, but so that's the dot ball. 66 without loss. That's cramping for Loom. Good length there. Trying to just flick it on the leg side, miss it altogether. That's what you want. You want to bowl at least few dot balls. Take the game deep. Although you feel that they are in a strong position, Indians capital, but if you pick up a wicket or two, you get the new batters. It's not easy. It's not tennis ball cricket. So it's not going to be easy for the new batters to just come and whack the ball straight away. In the air, should be taken just over the fielder. Good effort from the fielder, but it was always going back behind. He's a young boy. Oh, I think he has hurt himself. The score moves on to 67. 25 needed in 18 balls. .25 needed in 18 balls. Mizan is batting on 25 20. Usman is batting on 30 of 22. And just 25 more runs required in 18 balls. Not a single wicket has been taken by the bowlers. Is there a change in bowling? Let's see who is going to bowl here. That's a good shot. That's in the gap and raced on to the boundary. That's excellent shot. Well, that's what you want. Your openers who have played big innings and they have spent a lot of time. Now they are looking for the big finish. Just time the ball, just crest it into the offside, keeping away from the fielder in the deep. And they are doing it very nicely and professionally, both these batters. They know that they have to win this game. If they win this, they are through to the finals. 21 in just 17 balls. Now it's going to be much easy. The problem is the variety was not there into the bowling attack of Walad. Apart from pushing on the offside. That's after getting a boundary, get the single. That's what you want to be in the run chase. You got to be very calculative. You want to target specific bowlers. You want to target the loose balls. And they have done it. And they got back on track because they took the power play over at the right time. And they got almost 14 to 15 runs in that power play overs. And that got them perfectly back in the run chase. Down the ground, missed by the bowler in his follow-through. Should be getting for a single. And Usman, that's very good running. And that's really good because he was struggling with his little bit of dip down in the energy levels. He's run hard, but he knows the importance of every extra run. Although they are comfortably placed in this run chase, but they don't want to lose an opportunity of the extra run that is on offer. 18 more runs needed, just 18 from 15. Mizan, what a shot! Has he timed it that well? Inside out over the covers, we'll be looking for another couple of runs. I think it went high, but hitting the bottom of the bat. He is playing with strong bottom hand. And that's the reason why when you are playing with the shots in the covers, you want the bottom hand to be slightly with the loose grip rather than strong bottom hand. I guess 2 runs, 76, 16 runs needed in 14. Whack down the ground. Good shot here. He's looking for a big finish now, Mizan. And with that single, the score moves on to 77. Mizan into the 30s and Usman is betting on 35. I think both, apart from that first over, looked in no trouble in this partnership. They are trying to go for a clinical run chase. What a confidence it will be before they head on to the finals. Lovely drive. And that's went right through the fielder. Right through for 4 runs. It was a straight stop there. But a mistake there. The blips are coming in the field. And the heads and the shoulders are dropping off the S4B brothers team. They know the game is drifting away from them. End of 8 overs. 81 on the board. Just 11 more runs needed of the last 12 balls. A very good over rate, certainly, I must say, from the bowling of S4B brothers. You need to finish in the 50 minutes time. In fact, they have done it on almost a good time span. They have so far bowled these overs in 40 minutes, 8 overs. That's a very good over rate maintained by S4B brothers. But they are heading towards a second loss. Just 11 needed in the last 12 balls. Both the openers are marching forward for the run chase. They can well do it in this over as well. Keeping 1 over spell, the way they are batting and the way they are coming with strong intent. That's nicely driven. Man in the deep. So a single. So Usman will come back on strike. 10 needed. But most of the deliveries has been faced by both these batters. So in the finals, there is no exposure to the middle order so far. Another one that's been hit off the back foot. Gets the single. 9 more runs needed. You can see the bowling side is just going through the momentum. You know that they've not even picked up single wicket. And that is a big setback for them. 3 singles of the first 3 balls from Abdullah. They can do it with singles as well. The asking run rate is not much. It went down drastically from the power play overs, and they kept on playing the shots and be successful. Now just require 8 runs. 8 more runs needed. Short balls trying to surprise with a bouncer down the leg side. And well, not a great thing here because the batter is not with the helmet. Usman, he still went with the shot. Just 7 runs needed. This should be another wide. Back-to-back wides. One down the leg side. And this one wide outside the line of off stump. So 86. Just 6 runs more needed. This is fabulous performance from the opener. This is what you want from your opening pair to finish the game just the way they are doing. Downtown. Has it timed that well? No. Just going to lumber towards the fielder at the long off region. Another single taken. So doing it in singles, they can afford to do that. There is one more over to go after this one. 87. So 5 more runs needed. Yeah, lovely shot, but finds the fielder in the backward point. He times it really well. Just opening the face, might get another single. Yeah, this is lapse in the concentration. Should have been stopped by the keeper. That happens when you are on the verge of defeat. You know the match is well gone. The focus is not there 100%. .88 without loss. And another, just a boundary here. And this match is going to finish there and there without going into the last over. Can he score a boundary? He's batting well on 41, Usman. Oh, he finishes off with a 6. That is a powerful strike. What a gorgeous hit that was. Back off length, and Usman played a very strong innings. And this opening pair has done it all together. Usman with a magnificent 47 runs and finishes off in style. That's absolutely high-class performance. And a lot of things to worry here for GCC Fathoda when you look at the openers finishing the game in as a professional manner as you want. They were beaten on quite a few occasions in the first over, especially Saipa, who bowled superbly. I think he was only the difference in the entire bowling package who troubled the batters. Other than that, I saw a one-pronged bowling attack which never troubled the batters. The partnership kept on going, and they really played fabulously, both these batters, Mizan and Usman. And Usman Sheikh is with his batting performance of 47 of 20, at least with 5 boundaries and 3 sixes at a strike rate of 167. That's remarkable. So he'll be very pleased with his performance, and that's the victory, and they make it in the finals to play against GCC Fathoda. Congratulations to Indians Capital for winning this game and moving into the finals.